Welcome to Mental Mentor. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating topic of how even the smartest people sometimes sabotage their own success. It's hard to believe, right? You would think that smart people would have it all figured out. But believe it or not, they too can fall into traps that hold them back from reaching their full potential. We'll be revealing 5 ways smart people can unwittingly sabotage their own success. But that's not all. We'll also explore strategies to overcome these pitfalls so that you can maximize your potential and achieve your goals. You won't want to miss this, so be sure to stay tuned until the end for a powerful message that just might change your life. Part 1. Overemphasizing personal intelligence. Alright, let's dive right in. The first way smart people can sabotage their success is by overemphasizing their personal intelligence. Now, you might be asking yourself, what's wrong with being smart? Well, there's nothing inherently wrong with being smart, but sometimes, people rely too much on their own intellect and fail to recognize the importance of other factors, like collaboration and emotional intelligence. So, the big question is, are you open to learning from others? Or are you so caught up in your own intelligence that you're missing out on valuable opportunities for growth and development? Remember, no one has all the answers, and embracing the collective intelligence of those around you can help you reach new heights of success. So, what can you do to avoid overemphasizing your personal intelligence? Here are some tips. Tip number 1. Be humble. Recognize that you don't know everything and that others have valuable knowledge and perspectives to offer. Tip number 2. Seek diverse perspectives. Actively engage with people who have different backgrounds and experiences to broaden your understanding of the world. Tip number 3. Practice active listening. Make a conscious effort to truly understand others' points of view, rather than simply waiting for your turn to speak. Part 2. Being too defensive. Moving on to the second way smart people sabotage their success, being too defensive. Have you ever felt so attached to an idea that you couldn't bear to hear any criticism or feedback? Well, you're not alone. Smart people can sometimes become overly defensive when their ideas are challenged, which can hinder their growth and development. So, let's ask ourselves, how open are you to feedback? It's essential to recognize that feedback, even if it's critical, can be an opportunity for growth. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it to refine your ideas and strategies. Here are some tips for overcoming defensiveness and making the most of feedback. Tip number 1. Develop a growth mindset. Recognize that you are not defined by your current abilities, and that you can always improve and grow with effort and perseverance. Tip number 2. Pause and reflect. Before responding to feedback, take a moment to consider the other person's perspective and the potential value of their input. Tip number 3. Practice gratitude. Thank the person providing feedback for their time and effort, even if you don't agree with their perspective. Part 3. Overcommitting. Our third way that smart people can sabotage their success is by overcommitting themselves. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you have so many things on your plate, and you just can't say no to new projects or opportunities. It can be tempting to think that you can handle it all, but this often leads to burnout and decreased productivity. So, ask yourself this important question. Are you overcommitting yourself? Remember, it's essential to prioritize your tasks and set realistic expectations for what you can accomplish. By focusing on what truly matters, you'll be more likely to succeed in the long run. Here are some strategies for avoiding overcommitment and managing your time effectively. Strategy number 1. Learn to say no. Recognize that your time and energy are limited resources, and be selective about the projects and commitments you take on. Strategy number 2. Prioritize. Focus on the tasks that will have the greatest impact on your goals and delegate or eliminate less important tasks. Strategy number 3. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries between your work and personal life to ensure that you have time to recharge and maintain a healthy balance. Part 4. Neglecting the power of relationships. The fourth way that smart people can sabotage their success is by neglecting the power of relationships. We all know that networking and building strong relationships are essential for success, but sometimes, smart people can get so caught up in their own work that they forget to invest in their connections. So, it's time to ask yourself, are you nurturing your relationships? Take the time to connect with others, build meaningful relationships, and seek out opportunities for collaboration. Remember, success often comes from the people you know and the connections you make. To strengthen your relationships and expand your network, consider these tips. Tip number 1. Be genuinely interested in others. Ask questions, listen attentively, and show empathy to create meaningful connections. Tip number 2. Offer help and support. Look for ways to help others achieve their goals, and be generous with your time and expertise. Tip number 3. Stay connected. Regularly reach out to friends, colleagues, and acquaintances to maintain your relationships and stay up to date on their lives and accomplishments. Part 5. Fear of failure. Finally, the fifth way that smart people can sabotage their success is by having a fear of failure. It's common for smart people to set high expectations for themselves, but this can also create a fear of failure that holds them back from taking risks and seizing opportunities. So, let's ask ourselves, are you letting fear hold you back? Embrace the possibility of failure and learn to see it as an opportunity for growth, rather than a setback. Remember, some of the most successful people in history experienced failure before achieving their goals. To conquer your fear of failure and unlock your full potential, try implementing these strategies. Strategy number 1. Reframe failure. Instead of seeing failure as a negative outcome, view it as a valuable learning experience that can help you grow and improve. Strategy number 2. Take calculated risks. Weigh the potential benefits and drawbacks of a decision, and don't be afraid to take risks when the potential rewards outweigh the risks. Strategy number 3. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself kindly when you encounter setbacks, and remember that nobody is perfect, we all make mistakes and experience failure. So, there you have it, folks, 5 ways that even the smartest people can sabotage their own success, along with strategies to overcome these pitfalls and reach your full potential. By recognizing and addressing these behaviors, you'll be better equipped to achieve your goals and find lasting success. As we wrap up today's video, I want to leave you with a powerful message. Never stop learning, growing, and pushing yourself to be the best version of yourself. Embrace your intelligence, but also remember the importance of collaboration, emotional intelligence, and strong relationships. If you found this video insightful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more great content. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever experienced any of these success-sabotaging behaviors? How did you overcome them? Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, keep striving for success and remember, the only person who can truly hold you back is yourself.